Ever wonder what years truly shaped the horror genre as we know it? It's a history stretching back over a century, but some periods stand out as especially terrifying and influential. From silent chills to modern masterpieces, horror has constantly evolved, reflecting our deepest fears. Um, but which years truly pushed the boundaries and defined the genre's trajectory? Um, Horror isn't just about jump scares, it's a mirror reflecting societal anxieties. Um, as times change, so do our fears, and uh, horror cleverly adapts. Uh, some years become pivotal, not just for uh, consistent quality, but for introducing groundbreaking ideas and sparking new trends. You know, um, and what I think, what is this scream is leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of horror. And in 1960, a seismic shift occurred. The post-war era had seen a lull in horror, but the decade's beginning brought a resurgence. Alfred Hitchcock wasn't just a thriller, it was a psychological dissection of evil. Uh, Simultaneously, Michael Powell's explored similar themes. Um, these films weren't just scary, they delved into the dark side of the human psyche, foreshadowing a new era of psychological horror. The year 1931 marked the true birth of horror as we recognize it. Universal Studios committed fully to the genre, unleashing two iconic masterpieces, and weren't just monster movies, they were cultural phenomena. Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff became instant icons, and Universal's classic monster cycle dominated the decade. These films weren't just scary, they were foundational. 1968 saw a confluence of groundbreaking films. Well, monster movies and creature features still existed. Two films emerged that revolutionized the genre, blended urban horror with the popular tropes of devil movies, while redefined the zombie genre and introduced a new level of social commentary. These films weren't just scary, they were subversive and thought provoking. The mid 1970s were a dark time, and horror reflected that it was a very similar with the Vietnam War ending and societal anxieties high. The genre became increasingly gritty and realistic. 1974 brought a film that eschewed traditional monster scares in favor of brutal, senseless violence, introduced a more human villain, aligning horror with the harsh realities of modern life. Uh, this wasn't just scary, it was unsettlingly real. 1980 ushered in a new decade and a new era of horror. So the trends of the 1970s were fading, creating space for new ideas, and laid the foundation for the slasher boom, while films like and explored different facets of fear. Uh, the strength of 1980 lay in its diversity. offering something for every horror fan. By 1981, the slasher subgenre was in full swing, and success spawned a wave of imitators, including and super grows. However, 1981 also saw the emergence of other notable horror films, such as Millions and By. Despite the prevalence of slashers, originality still thrived. 1987 represented the pinnacle of the 1980s franchise obsession. Sequels were everywhere, but they weren't always creatively bankrupt, and were both popular and critically acclaimed. New voices emerged, like Clive Barker, captured the essence of 80s horror. Even amid sequels, innovation persisted. Terrible Paradise and Battled. 1999 marked a turning point for horror. The hangover from the 1990s was fading, and the genre was ready for a fresh start. On the image that contracted to a fire, cinema, filmmaking revolutionized filmmaking with its found footage. Established directors like Tim Burton delivered classics like Act Tip. It was a year of both originality and remakes. Theo Plan. 2018 was a landmark year for modern horror. It wasn't defined by a single trend, but by its sheer diversity, and pushed the boundaries of psychological horror and captivated mainstream audiences. Blockbusters like coexisted with experimental films like Protescape. Number 2018 perfectly encapsulated the pre-COVID era of horror, a time of boundless creativity, and that's a look at the years that truly screamed in horror history. It's a testament to the genre's enduring power that these films continue to terrify and inspire audiences today. So next time you settle in for a scary movie night, remember the legacy of these groundbreaking years. With that said, thanks for watching, and till next time. Little watching for that.